Hi there and welcome. In this video I would like to show you movements and exercises to relieve tension and tightness in your middle back or the thoracic spine. The middle back, I would say, starts around the shoulder blades, so at the base of your neck down towards the middle of your spine, and it always affects the areas from the shoulder blades to the neck. Often there might be tenderness or pain alongside the stiffness. So I would like to show you a few simple ways to help release that tension. Okay, so let's get started. First movement is cat and cow on your hands and knees. So we're coming onto the mat, taking the knees hip width apart, hands underneath the shoulders. So spread your fingers here, get a comfortable position. And then we're starting. So with the breath, we're inhaling, lifting the chin up towards the ceiling, arching the back. Exhale now, chin to chest, and we're pushing the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, looking at the belly button. So here we're sucking the belly in, making ourselves very round, pushing the shoulders up and up. Inhale again. So we're lifting the chin and dropping the belly. So here we really want to drop deep, lifting the chest with the chin. And exhale again, chin to chest. So here we're tucking the chin tight and pushing the shoulder blades up, rounding all the way. Okay, so now you can do this in your own time with the breath, or as slowly as you like. You can stay in one position for longer and just keep pushing and pulling. See how far you can take it. Or you're just moving comfortably with the breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, I always recommend to do at least 10 repetitions or until your spine feels loose and comfortable. So this is a very good way to warm up the spine in the mornings and to just get some mobility in there. So then the next step for mobility is through the hips. So one more, we are moving now our hip bones left and right. So this is also to warm up the spine in a different direction. We want to go for circles. Okay, so now we're bringing the neck in as well, and we want to rotate now, making circles with the hip and the neck at the same time. So it looks a little like this. So you're pushing the hips out to the side and the head is following. So again, you can make this movement as big or as small as you like. So now I'm bringing in a bit more spine as well. So I'm rounding my shoulders and pushing them up towards the ceiling. So here I'm consciously moving into all corners. And let's change the direction. See if the movement works the other way as well. So again, here we're rounding the back and dropping the belly. So it's the same, it's just in a round direction. Okay. So this is optional, just to get more movement into the spine, especially if it's good for the neck. Then one step further now. So with the warmed up spine, we're warming up a little further. We're taking the hands at least one hand length away further. And what we want to do here, so it's the same cat and cow. This time we're dropping the hips while we're lifting the chin. Inhale and exhale. We're dropping the hips back behind, keeping the arms straight and tucking chin to chest. Okay, and again, so we're coming into the dropping the hip part. So it's like an upward dog, but you're lifting only the chest. And exhale. We're going back behind into something like child's pose, but we're not resting here. We're just stretching out, chin to chest, looking at the navel. And then we're coming forward again, Dropping the hips, lifting the chest and the chin. Very good. So this movement can be a little intense, so go slowly. This is a very nice hip opener as well, to stretch the hip flexors that are often tight from sitting. So you can stay here, for example, and rest. Stretch that out completely. And then, of course, moving back to stretch out the back more. So we're coming forward one more time. Then I'll show you the next. So here we're dropping the hips, getting comfortable. So the arms should be straight. If you like, you can slide them even further forward, depending on how much pressure you can tolerate in your lower back. So here, take your feet a little wider, so at least mat width apart, so it's more comfortable for the lower back. And now here we want to go into rotations, looking over the shoulder at the heel behind. Great. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, looking over the other shoulder, looking at the heel. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, looking over the other shoulder. And so on. So here again, with the breath, and slowly you're rotating to look over each shoulder, at least 5 times on each side. This will loosen the spine even more. So try to really turn your head with it as well, because the neck, of course, is connected to the middle back, so you want to mobilize as much as possible of that part of the spine. Okay, we're coming back to center, and then just release your hands, make a pillow out of them, and relax for a minute on your belly. Deep breathing and relax. Okay, there's one more I would like to show you. So we're coming back onto all fours. This time it also involves a shoulder stretch. So it's called threading the needle. The needle part comes as follows. So you're on your hands and knees. And now we're inhaling. Let's start with the right arm. We're inhaling the right arm straight up. Here, look at the ceiling. Try to turn as much as you can. Then we're exhaling and we're bringing the arm underneath the left arm to lie down. So I'm trying to get all my weight onto that shoulder. My palm is facing up, and the other hand, the left hand, is supporting on the mat, pushing my body even further onto that right shoulder. The head is relaxed. I'm actually resting here, so no tension in the neck. Head is relaxed. Then breathing into my chest, into the belly. So here the thoracic spine, the middle back, slightly turning, and we are stretching the shoulder. So that's a very nice stretch to start to open things up. So here we're breathing. Try to stay for at least 5 breaths. One more, if you would like a little more challenge, you can try to bring the left hand behind your back. So again, that brings a little extra pressure onto that right shoulder. Okay, so we're releasing this again, so the hand comes back onto the mat, and then we're inhaling. So first you have to rotate to look up towards the ceiling, and exhale, release down. Let's do the other side to balance things out. So ready, we're inhaling the left arm up, looking up, nicely rotating here, take your time. And then exhale, we bring the arm underneath the right and lying down on the shoulder. So here again, I'm trying to get all my body weight onto the shoulder and relax my head. Lovely. And here you want to breathe into your belly, into your rib cage, into the spot between the shoulder blades. Just send all your attention there. So again, at least 5 breaths in this position. I'm just moving my hand behind the back to see if I get the same effect. If you're not that flexible, don't worry. That's not the aim. As long as you can move into the direction, that's all we need to help the body release. Okay, so I'm moving back. We're now releasing And inhaling, left arm up. So here we're rotating again, looking up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring your hand back down. And then relax. Okay, so next one is in sitting position. Here, if you like, you can now move your shoulders up and down a little bit. Feel how much more space there is. And we're going for more rotation. Okay, so first rotation. Let's start with the right hand side. So you don't even have to sit cross-legged. What I often find, this is probably most complicated for people with immobile ankles. But this is pretty safe for most people. So the left leg is straight out, right knee is bent. And what we want to do is go into rotation. So we're taking the right arm out in front and then bring the arm back behind. So here we're looking at the thumb, at the fingertips and rotating. So here now you find yourself at the end of this range. Now make a fist out of your left hand and tuck it on the outside of your right knee. And now here you find you get a little bit more lever arm. So the pressure against the knee, and we can turn a little further. So make sure you're turning your head with it as well, and you're breathing. Okay, so once you're there, end range, we're now bringing the palm down behind your buttocks. So as close as you can, try to bring that down, straighten your elbow. This is now support for your spine. So your spine is straight, and you're just twisting here. So from the upper back, middle back and neck. And here we want to breathe deeply into the belly. At least 5 deep breaths. And on the last exhalation, we're releasing again and coming back to center. Okay. Oh yeah, that feels great. So I just show you on the other side. Right leg out in front. Then we're bringing the left foot on the inside. So this is for stability. We're sitting on both sitting bones. And then first of all, left arm. So straight out, we're sending the arm back behind. Here, rotation again. How far can I take it? Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so here I find myself in the end of everything. I make a fist out of my right hand and tuck it on the outside of the left knee. So again, I can push myself to turn a little further. So this is nice, it's opening up more. So don't forget to turn your head with it. So you always want to look at your thumb, seeing where you're pointing. Take another deep, long breath here. And then you can bring your palm down. So take your time here, because this is very important to keep the back straight. Okay, and keep rotating. So here we're now in end range rotation, looking over the shoulder, trying to support the back, and we're breathing deep into the belly. Again, 5 long deep breaths, and then on the last exhalation you can release and come back to center. Whew. Okay, a little wiggle, making sure the neck feels all right. So that was very nice. So this is usually very deep and opens up a lot of things. So next movement, therefore, is another mobility exercise. But it's more about the movement. It's not really the exercise, it's not really strenuous, but you just need to see how far you go. Okay, sit comfortably, legs more than hip width apart, but not too far, so you don't want to feel any tension on your inside thighs. And then here we're starting small by sliding the opposite hand, yeah? Okay, so left hand, right knee, we're sliding the hand down towards the ankle. I'm quite flexible, so it's not fun watching me, but you can see if you can reach past your knee towards your ankle. And we want to engage a little bit into this here first before you rotate further. So just sliding this down, warming up the tissue. And then we're bringing in the other arm. So while my right arm is sliding down, my left arm is coming up behind me. And again, other side. So now it's the left arm down, right arm up. And I'm also starting to look behind. So here you want to follow that arm, looking behind. Sliding the other arm down towards the ankle and the other arm up into the air behind. So here you can just see how you reach. You don't have to go as far, but it's good if you could turn your head back behind to look at your arm. So this is where most of that rotation is needed. And because we're moving, we're loosening things at the same time. So at least 10 rounds of this before you come to rest. Okay, doing one more here on my left side, and then I'm finishing. Okay, because that feels great. So I can feel this now in my shoulders, along the rib cage. It has really mobilized a lot. Yeah, so this feels great. And then I just want to show you one more, or actually two more, lying down on your back. Okay, so first of all, what I also like after all this mobility work, I just want to sit up straight, open my chest, straighten my spine out. So here gently tuck your chin and lengthen the whole spine. You can hold your wrists or your elbows. You can also take your knees further apart, no problem. Okay, now I'm ready. Let's lie down. Okay, so the first one is a mobility exercise you sometimes, or quite often actually, you find at the physio clinics. So I show you from this direction first. So I'm dropping both my knees to the left side. I'm fortunately flexible enough, so my right arm is already pretty firm on the floor. If in your case it's not, just bring it with you in front. So we start here. So this is the starting position. Head is relaxed. I'm just relaxing my hips a little more. Okay, nice. Everything is on top of each other. My right hand is reaching towards my left palm. Okay, now here we're opening the chest. And inhaling. Arm back behind. Turn your head with it. So here we want to turn the neck as well, looking at the right hand. So again, we're starting in front, inhaling, opening the chest, arm goes back behind, and we're ending up in a nice spinal twist here. Okay, if I make it look easy, just keep trying. So here you want to really bring your arm as far behind as you can and back to front. That's a lovely mobility exercise. So if you do this slowly and with awareness, you will find after a few repetitions, you can probably open your arms a little further. You can probably touch the floor behind. Okay. Then let's stop this and I show you the last exercise. So this was just one side. I think you understand. For the opposite side, of course, we're changing knee position and doing exactly the same thing on the other side. So this is great if you really want to work on your shoulder mobility as well. But the last one, and this is more a relaxing position for finishing up everything, just giving the body another lovely stretch. Okay, so I start with the right side. Stretch out your left leg, keep your right knee bent, and then we're going into a spinal twist. And here as well, so I'm using my left arm on my right knee to guide it down towards the floor. And at the same time, I don't want to bring my right arm up. I want to keep the arm down on the floor and also my shoulder blade, everything. So we don't want to turn too far so that the arm comes up. The body is falling over more or less. You want to keep the knee in a certain position so your body is not lifting. Okay, so here you can see, my knee is not quite reaching yet, but over time, so with the breath and letting go, you will find you can ease into this a little more. Okay, so we're breathing here, engaging into this nice spinal twist and just releasing any tension or anything else that is stuck. So what I like doing sometimes, I'm just bouncing on my thigh here to see where the movement is stuck. So often we feel a really deep stretch here on the thigh as well. That's normal, that's actually pretty good. Okay, so I'm just staying here a little longer, but I also would like to show you the other side. So I'm just releasing this for now. You can stay as long as you like in the spinal twist. So other side. So again, left knee is bent, right leg is straight, and I'm using my right hand to guide the knee over to the right side. In the meantime, I'm also turning my head towards the left, and I'm bringing my left arm out. So here now you see that I'm trying to keep the shoulder and arm on the floor, and my left knee is not quite touching. I'm trying to pull myself here more, but then I notice how my shoulder comes up. So again, we're just resting here. Usually I would say give it at least a minute or 2 minutes in this position, so your body can relax and lengthen. So now we're breathing into the parts where we feel tension. So now I feel a little tension here around my chest and my thigh. So I want to focus on these areas, and then over time my body lets me go a little further. So I keep my right hand on the left knee and just make sure I'm easing into this. Okay. And always follow your breath. So take a few more deep, long breaths into your belly and relax. Okay. I'm coming back to center. You can stay as long as you like in this final resting position. I hope you enjoyed this video. And would be nice to see you again soon. Take care.